All right, welcome in. We are live, everybody, on Monday, I think we're live. Yeah, there we are. Okay. I think my computer had a glitch. Okay, we are live on Monday, March the 15th, a rainy Monday afternoon here in Las Vegas, Nevada, as we wind down winter and get into the spring. It's one of the few times where we've felt like winter all year here in the valley. But I grew up in the Midwest, so winters here don't really exist. Not really. I kind of wish we had more days like this with rain and cooler weather. We could definitely use some of that. Anyway, let's get into it. Why did I create this channel? Why did I create Black Belt Zen? Well, I did an intro video on this last week, which didn't really cover as much as I probably should have done. So we're kind of getting some more information here. But I'm an unconventional person, so to have this be my fifth video and kind of have it be the first real intro, not that unusual for myself to do things a little bit differently. There's a few different things going on with why I created this channel. I was bored, needed something to do. Yeah, that's part of it. Yeah, it is. But really, it's about passing along information that I've learned to others, because I have benefited so much the last few years from studying mindfulness, studying Zen, and putting that into practice, that it's impacted my life in a positive way. And it's pretty clear to me that there's a lot of people hurting. All you have to do is just kind of look around. For the last 12 months, we've been stuck in this stuff with coronavirus, and we've seen all kinds of results of that. There's a lot of people who are angry, there's a lot of people who are afraid, there's a lot of people who are depressed, there's a lot of people who are struggling with who they are. Couple of things that I've noticed as I've kind of gotten older about people is two things. Is that once you get to know people, you realize many of them are just as screwed up as you fear that you are, maybe much more screwed up than you fear that you are. And second, the more I learn about somebody and what they're going through or what they've been through, the more empathy I have for them instead of anger towards their behavior. Because a lot of people behave in ways that I don't like. But once I find out what they're going through or what they've been through, trauma that they went through in their life, or things they're going through right now, it start to have more empathy than anger or resentment for the most part. So that's a little bit of what I've learned, and being in kind of more of a mindful state, more of a Zen state, a relaxed state of mind, helps get some perspective on that. It helps clear your thinking, I think. So I kind of want to just pass some of this along. I should let you know who I'm not, or what I'm not. I'm not a professional researcher. All right. Yes, I read books. Yes, I listen to speeches and all that, and I'll be sharing that information. But I'm not a professional researcher. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a social worker. I'm not a life coach. I'm not any of that stuff. The only thing I consider myself an expert in is my own life and my own experiences. And even that, sometimes my views are conflicted. Sometimes I don't remember exactly what was said or what experiences I had, conversations, interactions, things that took place. So I consider myself an expert on my own life, but there's still limits on that, right? So I want to make that clear. And another thing I want to make it clear is I'm not telling you what to do. I'm going to assume that you're smart enough to know what's best for you. And it would be irresponsible and maybe even illegal for me to tell you what it is you should do with your life without the proper information, which I don't have. So I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm just going to tell you what I do and what works for me. And you apply it however you see fit. That's on you. All right. I can't help someone who's not going to help themselves. And I don't know you. I don't know anything about you, about your experiences, your age, your state of mind. I don't know any of that. And I can't advise you to do anything if I don't know any of that. So I'm just telling you what's worked for me. This is just information, and you decide to do whatever you think is best. You may watch some of these videos, hear some of what I have to say, and really identify with it and get motivated and say, okay, that sounds great. I'm on board. Awesome. You might also think this is complete nonsense. This is a bunch of bunk. I'm not going to take any of this. That's fine too. And a lot of you might say, okay, some of that stuff's pretty good, but not all of it really relates to me. So I'm just going to pick and choose the parts that I want to use. And that's fine too. However you see fit is perfectly okay with me. You're the one who has to live with the consequences of your decisions. I'm just putting the information out there. This has helped me, Zen now, let's get back to Zen and mindfulness, has helped me live a better life. It's changed my thinking. I'm more relaxed. I have a different perspective on things. If you've been on my Twitter page recently, at Black Belt Zen, you may have seen the pinned tweet that says, I have to paraphrase it because I can't remember the exact quote, but it says, the biggest impact on the quality of your life will be your state of mind. The way you think about things will have a bigger impact on how well you live than anything else. And I'm a big believer in that. That's from Zen and the Art of Happiness. Pretty good book, by the way. I recommend you read that if you want to get deeper into it. And that's what we're going to be doing here. I'm reading books about this stuff all the time. I'm watching videos, listening to speeches. And this is about me taking the information from there, giving it to you. And there's going to be a lot of that. And some of it's going to be personal experience. It's not all just going to be out of some book. It's going to be how it applies to me, my observations on things. But a lot of it is just going to be out of a book, stuff that's you can get somewhere else. But a lot of people don't have time for that. You might not have time to read 12 books on self mastery or Zen this year. You might not have that time. You might not have time to listen to an hour-long speech. I usually do. And plus, I just love doing it anyway. I have no problem doing this. I don't have to change my lifestyle at all, except for I have to put up these videos and things like that. But, the reading the books, the listening to the speeches, I've been already doing that for years. Okay? So it's easy for me to just get this information, simplify it, and relay it to you so you don't have to do all that stuff. And if I get stuff out of a book, like I just talked about, Zen and the Art of Happiness, and you want to read more about it, you want to learn more about it, I'll tell you where to go and you can get deeper in it. And you take it as far as you want to take it. I encourage you to seek out lots of information. I'm not the only person, I mean, not even close. There's all kinds of people out there who can teach you stuff. And I encourage you to absorb as much as you want. Whether it's through reading, whether it's through spiritual leaders, life coaches, whatever you want to do, however you want to consume it, however you want to take it all in. I encourage you to use multiple sources for that. So that's a little bit about what this channel is. Again, I'm David. I'm 40 years old. I live in Las Vegas, Nevada. And I've been studying this stuff for a couple of years. I'm also not a martial arts expert. Okay, I've been training in karate. 2 years ago this month, I started in karate. I've also trained in Hapkido. I've trained in Taekwondo. I had a few short experiences in Tai Chi and Krav Maga when I was in college. Again, I'm not a fifth degree black belt, not anywhere near that. I'm not a master. I'm just someone who's kind of training and gone back and forth between training a few times based on other things that were going on in my life. So that's really what this channel is. If you have any questions, comments, you can post them in the comment section underneath the video. If you like this video, please click the like button. If you want more of these in your feed, click the subscribe button. This is David with Black Belt Zen, and I say thank you so much for taking a few minutes to tune in today. And I hope that we talk to you again real soon, okay? Take care. Bye bye now.